Hi and welcome to another Tabitha's Glass Emporium video. Today we're looking at this harvest-inspired sweet corn dish using Ginny Belcher's fantastic 2mm stringer jig to create this cool bubble effect which gives a really fantastic look like sweet corn. And today I'm going to show you how we made this. I've chosen two layers of glass and I've used a template and kind of making sure that they're the same size as each other. And then I'm just going to cut them out. So we've got that, and then I'm going to do the same in the yellow. Two can go like so, or even like so. So I want to create the sweet corn look using stringer jig. This is the 2mm one, so you can get them in 1mm and 2mm. We were sent this by the lovely Ginny to show you, and I really love this. I think this is a great item. The only thing is, normally you would be doing a square or circle, which is kind of an even shape, and you can leave a little bit of an overhang, but I'm very short on these colour stringers, and I've probably got just about enough to do this project. So I'm slightly going to have to kind of, I don't know, I'm going to work it out as I go and glue this down as I go. I'm going to use Elmer's glue because it glues down quicker than the glass tack, and I want to get it into place more quickly. So I've lined up my stringer jig, and I'm just going to put the stringer on it to sort of make sure I've got it perpendicular to the project. I'm going to cut this one off at this level. This is sort of easy in the middle because it's make sure it doesn't stick to the jig, but the ones in the middle are the full length. The problem is I've got is the ones on the edge. So let's say I could use that one kind of here. I haven't really got the stringer jig to hold it in place, but I still want to, I don't want to use more glass than I need because I don't have enough glass to do that. So I'm just going to cut this one off, put some glass glue in the middle, put that one in. Now, I'm going to have to, for the rest of them, not use the jig so much, but do it by eye. Oh no! But I'm using the jig for the middle ones are really useful because they've got my kind of, I know that those two are right. And then the rest I'm going to just line up with them. In fact, I'm going to do one more here. So I've got 3 in the middle. In the right place, and then the rest I'll do by eye. So here are these out of the kiln. We've had some stringer movement. Guys, there's very little you can do about stringer movement. I now need to take off the edges. So I'm trying to do it quite carefully, just flicking them off. Any of the excess stringer bits. If you have problems doing it with your hands, you can use mosaic nippers and just nip them off. And then once this is off, and I've got to do the same to this one, then we're going to put this, so we've got stringer, I want to make sure it's really clean and nice. We're going to put stringer side to stringer side, and we're going to fire it like this. Such a pity about the stringers moving, but sometimes that happens, and we're going to just roll with it, and then we'll fire them together. Now, I've just realised a little bit of an issue. Those fit together that way up, but of course this has to be flipped, and they don't fit together anymore. So when you're doing it, make sure that you reverse one of the sides. We are going to fire it together because actually the edge of this is going to be covered up anyway by a piece of green glass that we're going to tack these on afterwards. But just remember, when you're doing yours, make sure you flip one of your pieces, because you want, you know, the other side to the other side. So we're going to get these done, all the bits knocked off the edge, get it in the kiln, and then we full fuse it together, and then we can add the other elements. So here it is out of the kiln and looking fabulously. Nice little slump on there that just gives it this feeling of, you know, little dish feel. I've got to say, this feels gorgeous, guys. The little bubbles just feel like it's so texturally nice, which I really like. Loving our sweet corns on there. I think this adds that little extra touch to this dish. You can get the sweet corns now at tabithasglassemporium.com, as well as a new harvest mix that we brought out this week, which is super cool. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. It's going to be the last one for a little bit in this format. We've had a think and we've decided to go in a slightly different direction for a little bit of time. We will still do big project videos like this, but maybe not every week and not quite as much. We're going to see when we have, when I am really inspired to do a project and I want to share it with you. It's felt a little bit like we've been on a hamster wheel churning these out just because we do one every Friday, and I feel that the quality is not so good as it used to be, and I'm not teaching how I'd like to be teaching and sharing my knowledge with you. So I'm going back to basics, and we're going to start sharing our basic knowledge with everyone out there, starting from next week. So please tune in for that. But till next time, happy fusing.